Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Holly Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for the last Friday in May 2020. It is the 29th already. A couple of days left in the month, and we're getting ready to start the 6th month of the year already. It's going to be June here. Hey, Mother, I got to call you right after and tell you something your BFF said. Okay, so as we continue on, and even for those of us who do not live in front of the TV news, we see all that continues to happen. We see incremental steps to justice starting to peak. And so we'll watch and we'll see. And hey, Son Major, hey there. So my point again today is, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this is what I know. People learn by repetition. We all learn by repetition, and sometimes we're looking for bigger and better and greater and more spectacular, and we haven't done the basics. We gotta rewind. We're looking for more. Oh, give me more, when we have not, implemented what we got 3 weeks ago. And so I said that, I guess, as a setup to say, I'm going to come back with more. Each of us have a responsibility to make our AOR, because I got Marines on here, to make our area of responsibility bigger, and not even bigger, better, more effective, more efficient, more loving, more joyful, more peaceful. It's a responsibility that has been given to us when God trusts us to place us in a family, in a community, in a company, in a church, in a school. Then I don't think we need to be satisfied with coming in, sticking around 5, 6, 10, 15 years and nothing changing. Nothing's better. Nothing's more effective after you've been there. The family isn't stronger. The community isn't stronger. The group that you've been riding hard with for 12 years is no better because you've been there. That's an indictment. That's an indictment on us. And so I am again, so if we're going to stick with Mr. Floyd's plight and the uproar, the rage that is coming out, then for many, you will not agree with the rioting and the damage and the destruction to the community. Because you say, well, what's the purpose? You're destroying the place where you live and you got to go back there. And now you don't have these businesses that employ and all this kind of good stuff. And bless you, Javed. Bless you. And I recognize that. But I will say this. I will simply say that even if we don't agree with, the first step is to make sure we at least understand. We have to see, this is why my husband doesn't necessarily agree with this. We did this on a perspective and he sees this differently. No harm, no foul. I think so often, if you do not understand someone or something, you fear it. You fear it. You don't run inside you don't run into a different country just picking up stuff and eating it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's going to do to me. I don't know it. I don't understand it. So there's a certain amount of fear to that. That's a food example, but that happens in real life. In that what we don't understand, we fear. And so then we have a choice as to whether or not we leave our position. You can only see from where you stand. So either we will leave our position intentionally and deliberately to get to know, to get to understand, to begin to figure this new thing, new person, new entity out. So if I still don't like it, at least it's not from a place of ignorance. At least I can say, I don't like it because I've tasted it. I don't like you because I've experienced you and the interactions weren't good. Not just a blanket, I don't like you. And you don't even know the person. You haven't made the attempt to get to know them. What we don't understand, we fear. So minimally, we have to start having conversations. That's basic. That's the minimal. So I'll go back to the rioting and the burning down places. And even if you don't agree with why people would react the way they do, and it comes out in destruction and to their loss, can you submit to understanding the rage that fuels the violence, the destruction? Because if you still do not at least understand it, and you haven't taken a step, you haven't moved from your position, you haven't shifted from your position to try to understand it, then you're part of the problem. I will just boldly say that you're part of the problem if you don't understand and not even interested in trying to see it from a different perspective. Even if on the back end, you still don't agree. At least it's not out of ignorance. And so, we have a weekend. It's Friday. We got a weekend coming up. Here's my challenge. My challenge to everyone who will watch this, who will watch it later, who will, share it with somebody is this. Challenge yourself to move from your position, to adjust your position to one that you don't understand, you know nothing about, you know very little bit about. And try to, maybe not agree, try to understand it from a different perspective. Yeah. Try to shift your perspective to see. You can only see from where you stand. That doesn't have to mean a period right there. Shift your position so that you can get a different perspective. And then the next time you say, well, I don't like them, or I don't, and I can't stand this person, and I just can't even, if you say those things, it will be from a different perspective. At least you've attempted to try to understand. I'm so sad. That's the only way to be heard. And, sometimes you get action. Sometimes, hey, Miss Barbara. Oh, that's Kim. Okay. So sometimes you get the attention when rage comes out, because rage is not polite. Rage is not convenient. It's not going to come out at a convenient time. I promise you, it's going to be very inconvenient. And like a bomb, you're not going to be the only one impacted. Bombs spread their destruction all over the place. So other people are going to be impacted. Yeah, rage is not pretty. But when we don't understand from a different perspective, I know, right? I'm doing middays now that I'm on, work from home. But when you shift to try to understand it from a different perspective, you're better off. At least you don't allow yourself to remain in a place of ignorance, saying what you don't like and what you can't stand and what you're not going to do, and you've never even attempted to understand where they're coming from. So, yeah, I'm hopeful that you take me up on the challenge this weekend, before the weekend leaves, before the weekend ends. Challenge yourself to go look from a different perspective, something you don't understand, something that you have even said, oh, I just can't stand that. I can't. Okay, and you know in your gut that that's a statement of ignorance because you've never allowed yourself to see it from a different perspective. That's my challenge. I hope you take me up on that. Next time we meet, it should be June, the beginning of the 6th month. Wow. Okay, let's be intentional this week. Let us be intentional this week. Until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me.